What is up, you guys? Peter Carlo here, and today we're going to be talking about heat maps on the blackboxstocks software. Now, I want to talk about these for two reasons. Number one, because I am a huge proponent of using the blackbox software. I am affiliated with them, so if you do decide that you ever want to join, you can use the link down below, and I will get a kickback. But I always say to people that you don't need Blackbox. It's not a make or break piece of software, especially if you're a newer person. Spending $99 a month is very, very hard when you might only have a couple of $1,000s. But this is one of my favorite trading softwares out there. I use it every single day. And one thing that I talk about on this channel is how to use the heat map. And the heat map is one of my favorite things. So I reference to it a lot. And I want to explain in this video how exactly to use it. Before we get into it, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, check out our Discord. The link is in the description. It is completely free. We have tons of free courses. I throw out some free trades every once in a while, and it's just a great community to be a part of. The link is in the description, but what we're specifically talking about now is going to be the heat map on blackboxstocks. Now, one of the issues with blackboxstocks that they do really, really well, I will say, but it is still an issue, is teaching people how to use the software appropriately. When you're selling anything, and especially something like blackboxstocks, most people don't know what to do. Most people think that they're just going to be able to hop on, take any of these alerts or any of the flows that are coming through, and then they see everything that's happening and they're like, I don't know what to do. What they're trying to combat, and they're doing a great job at, is doing every single day, having different courses and lectures and stuff that they're teaching. But one thing is that it's just very hard for most people to know what they're looking at, especially if you're a newbie. But one of the tools that I really like to use and that we're going to talk about in this video is the heat map. And we're going to use something like Apple today. So I did a very short tutorial on how to use this software before. If you just type in blackboxstocks, I think I'm like the third thing to come up. But one of the favorite things that I like to use down here is, of course, the alerts, of course, the flow, but the heat map. Because when you're looking at a specific stock here, this is the flow for the entire day. And when you're just looking at each one of these, it's kind of hard to be like, all right, well, they're coming in at 12:10 expiration. That's 3 days from now. So that's a weekly. All right, they're buying a lot of weeklies. Okay, here's 1/21/2022 sweep that came through. Okay, well, I don't really know what to make of this. So the heat map is one of the great pieces of equipment that they have to give to you, because it might be very hard to look at this and understand what it's saying, but we're going to go through now. But this simplifies everything. So all I want you to focus on here is this heat map, not the chart, not the alert log, anything. Now, what you're seeing here is this is basically a breakdown of what a normal options chain looks like. So you can see here, these are going to be all of your strikes. Everything to the left is going to be calls. Everything to the right is going to be puts. The highlighted strike at 170 is the strike that is the closest to the current price right now. So you can see that we have Apple trading at $170.77. So the closest strike price is 170. Now, the left side is calls, like I said. The right side is puts. When you see C0, this sell here and down, means that these are strikes and options that are expiring within the week. So anything you see here is expiring probably December 10th. When you see C1 and it's coming down, that means that these are options that are expiring next week. So that would be, I think, December 17th. And then you can see a C2 all the way on the left is anything expiring, not exactly, but anything expiring past the next 2 weeks. Same thing on the right. So P0, this is anything expiring this week to the put side. P1 is anything expiring next week to the put side. P2 is anything expiring 2 weeks or further to the put side. Now, let's talk about colors. Green is going to be buying. So that means when you see green or bullish, green is bullish, I should say, before we start to talk about this, green is bullish and red is going to be a bearish position. So why is there red on the call side and why is there green on the put side? This is because, for any of you who don't know how to sell cash secured puts or don't really know how options work, go to the Discord, go to our free resources section in the Traders Helping Traders Discord, and go down and just watch selling cash secured puts and put credit spreads. One of the things that we explain is that there are two sides to every transaction. A buyer of a call is bullish. So if you're buying a call, you expect the stock to go up. But you have to remember there's somebody on the other side of that position. So when you buy a call, somebody is selling you a call. So if the buyer is bullish, the person who is selling it is bearish. And that's what this means over here. You can see that These people are buying calls for 167.50. That's bullish. They're buying calls for next week at 167.50. They're buying calls for next week at 170, buying calls for 2 weeks out or more at 170. But see where this red is? This is someone who's selling a call, and selling a call is bearish. So that means that a lot of people are selling $180 calls, which means they don't think that it's going to go above $180 this week. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not. It just means that the sentiment from big money is that it's not going to go above 180. Now, on the right side here, you can see that these greens within the puts is people who are selling puts. Because remember, when you buy a put, you are bearish. When you sell a put, you are bullish. So you can see here that there are people who are selling a ton of puts at 162.50 and 157.50. So they don't believe it's going to go below 162.50 by this Friday. But where you see the red, this is people who are buying puts because they are bearish. They are buying 2 weeks out, 157.50 and 162.50. Now, of course, just like anything on Blackbox, this is not going to give you an alert. This is not telling you what to buy. It's just showing you a quick breakdown that as of right now, it seems like they are very bullish for the next week or so, and that we do have a lot of people selling cash secured puts out in the next 2 weeks as well. So you can do this with any ticker, and this is really good. Dash is one that I just ended up entering a position on DoorDash, and you can see here no major puts coming in through on here, but we do have a lot of calls coming out to that 170. We have a lot of calls coming out to 140, and if we scroll down, we can see that there's a good amount coming out at 180. So I just wanted to hop in. I wanted to make this video. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I mean by a heat map when I show it to you. I highly recommend blackboxstocks. Like I said, it is $100 a month, so it is steep for a lot of people. If you want to join, go use the link down below. I will get a kickback for it. And I just wanted to give you guys a better understanding of what all of this means. So thanks for all the support, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.